Before then, your live venues, maybe Triple J. Were you getting played on radio stations at that stage?
Yeah, we got some love from Triple J, but it was more like the late night stuff. I think Richard Kingsmill had a show, I think called like Australia Only or something. We'd play just Australian music on it. But I think it was on like late at night, and it wasn't like, it wasn't prime time. It wasn't like super, super popular. But he loved Beasting. I remember he played that a lot. And I think he played some of Friends and that as well. We went in for a couple of interviews and did that stuff. That was cool. It got us like somewhere. And
Do you remember being in a car and hearing his song on the radio? Can you...
Yeah.
Anything like that?
Yeah. I think we were in the van together and in Melbourne, I reckon. And we heard like Beasting on Triple J, and it was, so trippy. So trippy, man. I mean, yeah, we probably relive that again when Non-Comp and like Turn That Shit Up came out, and it would just get played just constantly. We were just like, whenever you get in the car, you turn it, because we always listen to Triple J, you turn it on, it's like, oh, it's just us again, no worries. It was so trippy. But Turn That Shit Up is an interesting story, I reckon, because we had actually gone into the studio and recorded Non-Comprehendus, the full album, and Sony were like, oh, you have to go back into the studio and record some B-sides. So Underdog was going to be the first single. And, so they want to put a couple of songs with it for the single, and we didn't really have anything. So we went back in for a day and thought, we'll make up, we'll make something up. It doesn't really matter if it's good or bad. It's just another song to go on with Underdog. And, we wrote Turn That Shit Up in in an hour or so. And, then as soon as later that day, we sent it to everyone, and they're like, okay, now this is your first single. Now you need to do some more B-sides again, because you've
just pushed it through the rank.
Yeah, we just added it on in the last second, after we thought everything was already finished. And obviously, that song had a big impact for us. So